Thank you, Mr. Hollowburn. The Minister is a man on the rise. One can only be amazed at his great trajectory, and he will want to make his mark on this department before he moves on to higher office. So let me suggest that he, in the nicest, most collegiate way, that he listens very carefully to what we are saying this afternoon. I echo every word uttered by my honourable friend, the member for Mid-Norfolk, who instigated this timely debate. I would urge one note of caution with him, which is wanting to have a new town, the new town of Cranbrook, which I wanted to have exactly as he said. I wanted to be an exemplar of towns around the world, but soon the developers moved in, and I'm afraid today even the council are having to move in to put in the town centre because the developers are now behaving in a shameful way, saying there aren't enough people living there to put in the town centre. It is a classic example of big developers gaining the system. My honourable friend makes the point, and this is not brain surgery. It's very simple. If you build good housing, which we all need, in the vernacular to enhance the local communities, you will be amazed by the silence that follows, by the congratulations that follow in the pub. People actually want their communities enhanced. They want to support the village school, the post office. They want to support other local things. But what they don't want is huge blocks of development. And the developers have worked out, the big developers have worked out to the square inch how to make profit. So they don't care if they're not nodding to the local vernacular. They don't care if the house looks the same in the north of England, the middle of England and Wales. They just want to make a profit. So I very much hope that the honourable member, the Minister, will be as good as the government's word and tell us this afternoon how we are going to encourage local house builders who very often produce a far better product than the larger house builders. Also, I would just like to draw his attention to what others have said about the issue of neighbourhood plans. Budleigh-Salterton has produced a wonderful neighbourhood plan. East Budleigh with Bicton has produced a wonderful neighbourhood plan. And these things can be expensive and time-consuming. Lymstone produced a wonderful neighbourhood plan, and his predecessor received a letter from me in October from a constituent of mine saying that despite Lymstone identifying the type and design of housing that the community wished to see, they've singularly failed to achieve this in the 2 years since the plan was made. Well, that letter singularly failed also to receive an acknowledgement, although I prompted it again on the 15th of January. So I would ask him to look at this, because this is a contract with our constituents. We persuaded them, if they were going to be more local, they would have a say, and at the moment they're feeling they've wasted their time and they're being ignored.